Well, TCii was founded in 1999 in St. Petersburg in the Russian Federation. I'd been working prior to that for a German multinational called Henkel as their country managing director, and I left Henkel together with two colleagues to set up TCii. And the reason for doing that was that we saw a need in the market for strong strategic help to help companies decide on what the right thing to do for their businesses was before deciding on the right way to do it. We traded out of St. Petersburg for the first 2.5 years, then set up the London office, which subsequently became our head office. And we've been working there ever since. What we do basically is help companies to focus on those activities that are going to help them achieve sustainable, profitable growth. Now, the reality is there are many, many things companies can do to grow, but they're not all going to be as effective as each other. So what we do is work with those companies to determine what it is, if you like, the main chance for them. We focus on that, focusing on what their objectives are as well. And once we come to that clear goal of what it is they want to do and how we can achieve that in the best way, we then start working with them on the implementation of that. Well, I think the way we'd help you initially is by firstly understanding your business and then perhaps questioning the robustness of your thinking in terms of the particular strategy you were following at this time to achieve your goals. We would not only question it, we would also put forward alternative strategies for discussion so that between us we could agree on what the best route forward would be. Once we'd achieved that, we'd then work with you on the implementation of that. And the key guidelines for this is if this is right, if it's working properly, then the business will be growing and it'll be growing in a sustainable and profitable way. Well, the first thing would be setting up a meeting where you could put aside up to a day to spend time with us to help us understand the background of the business, where you're coming from, what your own ideas are in terms of where you want to go in the future, and also perhaps spend time with some of the key people on your products or services within the business to understand those. Once we had that and understood that, then it would be a case of discussing with you what you see as your primary goals. It could be, for instance, to develop the business and sell it within 3 years. It could be to pass it on to your children, or any variation in between. But the thing is really fine-tuning that and getting a clear statement of what it is you want. The second stage would then be to work with you in terms of developing robust strategies to achieve that. And this isn't a one-off process. It would involve several meetings, several discussions, looking at alternatives and highlighting what we jointly believed was the best way forward.